I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we're taking a closer look at Justice League, issue number 3. Batman and the rest of the League are forced to turn to this new and different Superman in their time of need. Will he be able to help them, or is it all too late? Let's hop on in together and find out, shall we?
Alright then, so as the comic opens up, we get a much better understanding of those Kindred guys who have been mentioned multiple times throughout the first couple issues. It seems that those people who stole the Justice League's powers, well, they come together in a big, giant, person-shaped ball. This means the giant, lumbering, naked creatures start making their way across the world, all attempting to converge in the same place. And oh wow, I had made some jokes before about the writer maybe taking a little too much inspiration from stuff like Mass Effect. Now it's nice to know, looking at this, he also took plenty of inspiration from Attack on Titan too. But what about the actual Justice League, the people for which this comic is named? They all have their own particular jobs to do. Flash and Cyborg try to keep peace in the cities. The two Green Lanterns, Simon Baz and Jesse Cruz, are given their own important jobs. Mainly they have to go to space and find out where all these aliens are coming for. They track them back to a planet with a destroyed core, a very grim preview of what will no doubt be planned for Earth should the Reapers have their way with the planet. I don't know about you, but I figure maybe Earth could use a little bit of redecorate. I'm not talking about, scrap the whole core, but, maybe do something with it, some flowers, some potpourri. Sure, the core of the Earth is all good and everything, but what's it done for me lately, I ask you? Speaking of the core of the Earth, and Batman has come to Kent Farm in an attempt to try and get the new Superman to head to the center of the Earth and deal with the natural disaster problem there before it gets any worse. This means that Clark is forced to say a passionate goodbye to his wife and son, knowing full well that this might be the last time he ever sees them, a fact which I do not believe for a second, even though Lois tries to treat it as, oh yes, sure, you came back on our Earth, but this Earth might be different, the rules might be different. No, they're not. I actually read the comics and know people still come back from the dead just as much in the post-New 52 era as they ever did before. Now, it's in this issue we actually learn a little bit more about the Kindred. Turns out they're not evil, despite the fact that they attacked the heroes and tried to steal their powers during a crisis, but hey, who am I to judge, right? They're kinda like the embodiments of Earth, made up of space and magic and motion and all of this other stuff, and they've come together to try and protect Earth from the Reapers. Aquaman also has reason to believe that they may somehow be connected to these magical stones he keeps bandying about and acting like we know what they are, even though this is the first time we've ever seen them to my knowledge. As the comic winds down, however, Superman finally does make it to the center of the Earth, much like the Rock before him, and would you believe it, it's really hot at the center of the Earth. Like, Superman was not ready for this, even though he's Superman and he should totally be able to handle it. And yeah, it's on that rather silly note that the comic chooses to end. Justice League number 3 continues this comic's sad trend of ultimately not being offensive, but still never finding its footing in being the AAA DC book that this series should be. It's especially unfortunate when we stop and look at the really talented people that are involved in this book, and even compare it to all the other stuff that's happening in DC Rebirth right now. Justice League, it should be a flagship, but it's just not. Never has a story about the Earth quite possibly blowing up due to alien attacks been so less dramatic. It would be one thing if this was the early days of the Justice League or something, and this was the first time they ever face an extinction level event like this, but it's not. This is like old hat for the Justice League. Even Lois getting kinda scared for Superman's well-being, completely fell on deaf ears for me when you figure A, he's freaking Superman, B, this is the DC universe. Stuff like this happens all the time. You're not giving me anything to grasp onto. Also, for a team book, it's pretty clear that favorites are being played right here, right now. Flash and Wonder Woman are on cleanup duty. Cyborg, once again, is a glorified driver running the boom tubes. It's really only the two Lanterns, as well as Batman and Superman, that get anything done this issue. In fact, now when I stop and think about it, Aquaman hasn't even left Atlantis in these first couple issues. But hey, it doesn't insult my intelligence, and at least it looks pretty, so if nothing else, I give it a 6 out of 10.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching my newest video. I hope you enjoyed it, and while you're here, why not check out another video I have on offer, or maybe if you're feeling in a supportive mood, you want to like or subscribe. And if you want to support the creation of more videos just like this one, then please by all means check out the Cape Joel Patreon. A little bit goes a very long way, and I will see you all next time.